love this time of year, especially on the internet. Pinterest is full of motivational quotes and manifestos for 2015, and a lot of people are doing video and blog posts with their New Year's resolutions. And I know that there's nothing particularly magical about January 1st, and that if you want to make change, you can do it whatever date it says on the calendar. But January 1st does feel like we're turning a fresh page, and January is also my birth month. So I love this time of year to reflect back and to make some plans for the future. And since I've gotten my new planner, there are a lot of goal worksheets in here. There is an overall yearly goal worksheet, and then at the beginning of every month you have little monthly goal worksheets, which I love. And I was filling out one of those last night, and I decided that I would share some of those goals with you all today, as well as some products that I have been using or some new products that I just got and I'm planning on using in 2015. And I have a few different categories. I have health, my YouTube channel, and life in general. For motivation, I've started reading a couple books. The first is Make It Happen, and this is by Laura Casey. And I heard Laura being interviewed on one of my favorite podcasts, The Lively Show, and I thought her story was really moving. So she just came out with this book I think just the last week. So I'm only about a third of the way through. And my main takeaway so far is a phrase that she's used a couple times, and it is choose purpose over perfection. And I do have some perfectionist tendencies where if something is not 100% perfect, I get so frustrated, or if I can't be really good at something, I don't want to have anything to do with it. And I don't think that's a good way to live my life. I think it's very limiting. So I want to be more open to new experiences, and sometimes done is better than perfect. So I'm going to continue to read that book. And the other one I'm actually rereading is my favorite book on health, and this is called Joyous Health, and it's written by Joy McCarthy. And it says, eat and live well without dieting. And this book is just full of so much good information. The whole front part is just full of nutrition information, and then the back is full of really tasty, healthy recipes. And there's one quote in this book that I thought was so good that I actually wrote it down into my planner, and I'll read it to you. You always have the power of choice and the power to heal your body. You have the choice over your thoughts, actions, words, and every morsel you eat. And so I love that both of these books happen to be dealing with choice. So I'm hoping to wake up every morning in 2015 and just make small, really good choices so that I feel good in my life and I'm making the right choices for me, my health, for Jeremy, for just everything together. I also like to take this time and reflect back on things that did work in the past year. And two things I was really faithful at. One was having my lemon water every morning, and that is something I learned from Joy, and it's also in a few of the different health books I've read, and that's to have half of a lemon squeezed into water first thing in the morning. And it is so good for detoxifying the body. It's good for digestion and just getting things moving. So I was good at that, and I was also really good about having smoothies for breakfast. And I have a few different recipes I like, but my most made smoothie is the Joyous Detox smoothie, which I did make a video where I show you how to make it, and it has so many great ingredients like spinach, there's pineapple and banana, chia seeds. So I love that smoothie. So those were two things I was good at. But then I also have to pinpoint where I think things went wrong. And a lot of mornings I rush around like a crazy person, and there is no need for that because I wake up early actually, and my workday doesn't start. It starts a little bit later than most people's, but I set my alarm on my phone, and when I go to turn off my alarm, I always check my email or I'll check Twitter, and the next thing I know, I've just wasted a lot of time, and I don't make and pack my lunches like I should. So I'll be rushing around, and then I'll just grab a snack, or when I get to work and get hungry, I'll just try to scrounge something together. So by the end of the workday, I am starving, and then I make really bad dinner decisions because I don't want to take the time to cook something because I'm hungry right then. So we'll just order from our favorite, Mexican place, which is not good. And then by the end of the night, I'm not feeling that well. So my number one big health goal is to create a morning routine that is perfect for me. And I'm going to continue with the lemon water, and then I want to do something to get myself moving, whether that's getting my Fitbit and taking a walk and counting my steps on my Fitbit, or maybe doing something a little bit more adventurous like yoga, or I have a couple Tracy Anderson DVDs, then to continue on to my smoothie. And then if I still have time, I want to definitely make my lunch and then maybe do some actual physical reading, just so I'm creating a more calm and mindful morning. And that way when I have to, struggle with traffic, on the way to work, I'm already in a really good place. When I first started having the lemon water, I would just squeeze the lemon right into a glass of water, which is fine and it works perfectly. But last year I found a company called Zing Anything, and they make a couple different water bottles, the Aqua Zinger, which I've already talked about on my channel, and then more recently I bought their Citrus Zinger. And this is such a cool water bottle because you can actually juice your lemon right in the water bottle, and you can leave, after you're done juicing, you can take the lemon out. I actually like to leave the lemon in because I try to refill this at least once or twice, and this makes it really nice because now my lemon water can be taken on the go. So I can take it in the car or, set it at my desk at work. So that is one thing I would recommend. And then if you watched my Joyous Detox smoothie, you might have seen that I actually drink my smoothies out of mason jars, and I use tops from the Mason Bar Company on Etsy. And one day I think I was pletching with Instagram, and I saw another mason jar company, and I believe the name is Kapow, and they make these really cool little cups. Hold on, let me show you. So they make these little plastic cups that sit into mason jars, and so I thought this would be perfect for either taking snacks or lunch to work. So in this one I have some cut up carrots and a little bit of hummus that I put right into the cup, and it's really cool how it nestles in there. And then this one I made for breakfast, and I put some granola and some berries, and then I put a little bit of yogurt in the cup. So then these all stay separated until I'm ready to eat this, so nothing gets mushy. And I think another way that would be really cool to use this is to make your salad and put that in the mason jar, and then put your dressing in the little cup, and then when it comes lunchtime you can pour the dressing in and then shake it up, and then your salad's right there ready to go. I have 3 goals for my YouTube channel. The first is to bring back product reviews, and I used to do these much more frequently on my channel, but for whatever reason I kind of got away from that in 2014, and I don't think it was a conscious decision. Reviews probably do take me the longest out of any video to do because I really want to use the product, and then I have to get all my thoughts, together so that my video makes sense. But that is still one of my main reasons for watching YouTube, is for product reviews, so that I can get the information I need to make better purchasing decisions. So I want my channel to be really helpful, so I'm going to bring back product reviews. I'm going to have some dedicated videos just to a single product, and then other videos I want to, maybe it's a product I don't have a lot to say about it, so I'm going to put maybe 3 products into one video and give you a lot of information at one time. I am also going to be filming my vanity tour, and that is something I've been promising for I think well over a year now, and this is probably where a little bit of that perfectionist comes in, where I think I could be doing something better, there's a better way to organize. But if I really think about it, I love my setup right now and I'm really happy with it. So the only thing I'm not happy about is the paint color in our room. So Jared and I actually this past weekend were picking out some different paints, and I've decided on a really light gray that I think is going to be beautiful. So he is going to help me paint that, and once that is done, I'm going to film that. So my vanity tour will be up in 2015, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then my last YouTube goal is to be a little bit more creative when it comes to editing, and editing is actually one of my favorite things about having a YouTube channel. I really enjoy it. I think it's really a creative process, and I actually find it a little bit relaxing. For Christmas, Jared got me Final Cut Pro X, so I'm gonna have a little bit more flexibility, and I think there's a lot to that program, so I have a lot to learn, but I think it's gonna be really fun. My last goal category is life, and that just encompasses everything else. And the first thing I think I need to do is really start to step up my skincare routine when it comes to anti-aging. And to do that, I think I need to introduce a retinol treatment into my nighttime routine. And I was actually having coffee with Melissa from I Love Faces 1042 over the weekend, and she and I are both Paula's Choice lovers, and she had one product that she loved, and I actually own it too. It's the Clinical 1% Retinol Treatment. I've had this for a while, and I've never used it consistently because I felt like it was making my skin peel. But I was watching, I believe it was Brian on the Paula's Choice YouTube channel, and he's been mixing this product with their oil booster, which I have and love. And he said that combination, his skin was reacting wonderfully to that. So I'm gonna try that, and hopefully my skin likes it as much too. I love reading, and in 2014, I challenged myself to read 40 books with the Goodreads challenge, and I just barely finished right at the end of December. So I think 40 is a really good number for me. It's achievable, but it does push me. So I'm probably gonna choose 40 again for 2015. And I saw on Pinterest that Pop Sugar came out with a book reading challenge. So you still read a set number of books, but they have some pretty fun parameters, like find a book with this color in the cover and read it, or find a book whose author has your same initials, or a book set in your hometown. So I might not do it exactly, how they've listed it out, but I love that idea, and I'm thinking that that might, you know, kind of open my mind up a little bit and get me to read books that maybe aren't all in the same genre. This year, I really want to utilize my Inkwell Press Live Well planner to its full potential. So that's going to be taking advantage of those goal sheets. I want to use the planner to nail down a cleaning schedule, because I'm one of those people, I let things get really bad until I get into a cleaning mood, and then I just go crazy and I'm just, you know, for hours making things absolutely perfect. So I think it would be so much more manageable and a lot less stressful if I did a little bit each day. So this planner has spots for that. This planner also has an area for meal planning, which I love the thought of, and it's something I've dabbled in the past, but I've never really committed to. So that's something I want to do. And I think also, you know, meal planning my dinners, I love leftovers. So if I can, you know, make really wholesome dinners, and then I'll have leftovers, and then I'll be able to take those to work the next day for lunch. So I think that is going to help and set me up for success. Before I move on from the planner, I cannot believe how many of you bought it too, and thank you so much for tagging me on Instagram. I love to see the covers you chose and how you're using the planner. And I also wanted to thank you for using my referral code where you got the 20% off and I got the $10 credit. I was able to buy my friend a planner and my cousin a planner, and then I still had a lot of credits left over. So I asked Inkwell Press to put those credits together. And so now I have one for $60. I'm going to be giving that away. And this is open to US residents because Inkwell Press right now only ships to the US. And if they ever figure out international shipping, I will try to have another giveaway and let that just be open to international viewers. So the $60 credit will completely cover your planner as well as the personalization you want, and then you'll just have to pay for shipping. So if you're interested in that, I will have a link to my blog in the description box, and you can just hop over there and enter that way. Okay, let me look through my notes because I did not plan this video very well, but I think I covered everything I wanted to say. So those are some of my goals for 2015, and if you are a person who likes New Year's resolutions or just setting fresh intentions at the beginning of the year, I would love to read yours. One, because I'm nosy, and two, I just find reading other people's resolutions to be really inspiring. But that is all for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Just kidding, I'm back. I was putting the footage onto my computer when I realized there was one other thing I wanted to mention. I've been using the planner for longer, and I do take the planner back and forth with me to work, and the cover has started to get a little bit dented. And I saw on either Instagram or Facebook a few people talking about protective bags, and one person recommended this one. It's from the brand International Arrivals. And they had it in stock at the Container Store near me, and it came in a few different colors, but it's really nice. It's lightweight but protective. It was $9 or $10, and the planner fits easily inside this bag, and then I can put the bag inside of my work tote. So I just wanted to mention it in case you had the planner and were worried about protecting the cover. I think this is a great bag, so I think that is it for sure this time, so I will see you later.